All right, welcome back everyone. It's Nick here, 45 Degrees Sailing. So we've just been discussing mooring, picking up moorings and different procedures, and we talked about how it can be very hard to lift it up off the bow on a windy day to control the bow if you're not well versed in that. So what I'm going to show you here is if you've got, call it not an emergency situation, but just a situation you just need to get on this mooring and get tied up, then you can do it in reverse to make it a lot easier to manage. So all I'm going to do here, I'm going to do this on my own just as an example of doing this single-handed, if you had to do this single-handed for any reason, is we approach from downwind as always, and we're going to reverse directly into the wind, just like this. I've got one quarter line, one stern line set up. The object is to just get tied up and secure for the moment. It's connected to the cleat here, and then I've got it down and ready to go out, make sure it's not tangling, and I've got my tail here. This way I have got good control, just engaging and disengaging into reverse to bring myself closer to this mooring. Now I will work on doing this on a really windy day, because whenever we do nice filming like this, it's too calm to show the actual reality of doing this in the wind, so I will do this again. But effectively, in heavy wind, you have a lot of control in a yacht reversing into the wind, because your yacht's like a flag and it just keeps on following the stern and the prop. So I just keep engaging and disengaging to get closer and closer to my mooring ball here, being very careful that I'm not going too fast. I'm in neutral at the moment, just using the momentum. Now if I get a twist on, yes, I can use my bow thruster, etc., but even if I get blowing so much that I stop right here, that's okay. I can just top up the proximity to this mooring in reverse. And we just approach very slowly until I'm right on this. Now if you've got two people, you of course have one person on the throttle and on the helm while the other one does this. But because I've got my swim platform down, it's all accessible. I'm now going to use forwards just to stop my boat, and she'll hover here for a moment. Now even on a windy day, it would hover here for a good few seconds. I get my line through. Now I'm going to imitate with forward thrust the boat rushing away under wind. I can take this through and get a turn around my cleat to get control, and I've got a turn around here, and then the weight will take up on the line. If it was really windy and that took a long time to get that on and it's a long way away, I can now use reverse to come a little bit closer. When the rope goes slack, I can bring in that slack and then lock it off. And then you are now secure. At that point, you can relax, you can breathe, you can take your time. You will probably want to get this around onto your bow before you spend the night here and get a couple of lines on, but at least now you can relax, you're attached. You can run a second line from your bow all the way down and pull this in nice and tight and get it hooked in so that you can release the boat around, and this way you're always attached. So single-handed picking up a mooring over the stern can be a lot easier and a lot less stressful with one or two people on a very windy day. So I hope that helps. Please remember, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and if you've got any questions or criticisms or whatever you want to help my channel build, throw a comment in the comments below.